Recently, I had a surprising conversation with a woman I have known for quite some time. She's a fantastic pediatric surgeon, and by all accounts, you'd consider her very successful, from her lovely family to her medical practice. In addition, she travels to various parts of the world to help the poorest of the poor, performing her magic, so to speak, through surgery. She's a very skillful surgeon, and she saved many children in the course of her profession as a pediatric surgeon. I've known her for quite a few years, but not until recently did I know this. She told me this story. 40 years ago, her mother was a teenager living in the projects of Buffalo, New York. She became pregnant and was scared to death to tell anyone, including her devoutly Catholic parents. Her best friend was a woman of some means and knew her way around the world. She counseled her to have an abortion. And she took her to Puerto Rico, where she knew of a doctor that performed abortions. She just didn't see any other way out. As a young girl, she was terribly frightened. Society was different then, and there wasn't a lot of understanding about these difficult things. Well, she had no financial means, no support, and it was a miserable, hard decision for her to have to terminate her pregnancy. Well, her friend took her to San Juan, where she spent a sleepless night. Then they took a cab. Not a very great area of the city. Entered a dark-looking building that seemed cold in the warm, humid night. They walked down a corridor. They saw a woman that looked something like a picture she had seen before, but she didn't really exactly know who it was. The woman simply said to her, "I am the mother of the unborn. Do not do what you are about to do." She was so filled with remorse and fear, she ran out of the building with her friend in hot pursuit. She refused to have the abortion. They returned to Buffalo, and with the help of a Catholic charity, she gave birth to a child. She worked very hard as a maid for many years. She labored in a factory as well. She cared for her child with the help of relatives and friends. And to say that her choice resulted in an easy life for her would be untrue. However, today she's a woman of peace, living in a very nice home with all of the joy and the peace that comes from making a hard but correct decision. She's very proud also, very proud of her only daughter, the surgeon. And thanks to the woman that she now insists was the Virgin of Guadalupe, the patroness of the unborn. Well, you don't have to believe that story, but I'll tell you what, my physician-surgeon friend swears that her mother believes it. I think it's probably true. Abortion. The truth and the whole.